What's going on, YouTube, man? What's going on? Another quick short video. Let's talk about the present scenario. Let's talk about the present scenario. Now, when you look at the present scenario and you do your research, that was a warrior dog. That dog was made to go, I don't want to say box, but however they did it back then, however situation they did it back then, them dogs was doing that. In the midst of doing that, you already know you got certain ones that are made for that and some of them that ain't made for that. So that been my thing when I've been getting my present scenario. I've been looking for the dogs that go back to the bloodline that was made for that. So you have to try and dig deep and find some dogs that go back to what you're looking for. You know, so I'm pretty sure back then when they was in the gladiator sports, you had some game bred present scenarios. You had to. If you had any type of sport where dog was put up against dog or put up against another animal, you gotta have some type of gameness in you, because I'm pretty sure it was a situation where you had to weather the storm. From pit bulls to present canarios to bull terriers to dogo argentinas to bully kuntas to what the dog they use over there in Brazil and the Chinese dog. All these dogs that I'm naming are dogs that were known to put to battle amongst each other. This is facts. This is facts. Now do your research. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. All these dogs that I named, you see I ain't say Cane Corso. They weren't made for that. They were made for specifically one thing: protect and guard. You ain't never heard about Cane Corsos being put up in battle towards one another. But you have heard that about the present canarios. You have heard that about the bull terriers. You have heard that about the pit bulls. And let me keep in mind, even a pit bull is not a purebred dog until they made it a purebred dog. Meaning that it took a combination of different dogs to produce the pit bull that we have today. And over a course of years and breeding, we have what we have today, what we call the American Pit Bull Terrier. The same way these guys done took some pit bulls and done crossed them with mastiffs and called them bullies. They done made up a dog. A bully ain't nothing but a big pit bull for show. A bully ain't nothing but a show dog, and I don't want nobody with no bully talking about he game, because he wasn't bred for that. I don't want nobody with no bully to get on here talking about, oh, my bully game. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. I don't think you can show me not one bully that's game. I bet that. But I bet you I can find me a presser scenario that's game. I guarantee you I can find me a presser that's game. Game enough to beat any opponent that it faces. Now, I'm not saying it's game than an American Pit Bull Terrier that's dead game. I'm just saying you may find a present scenario game if you put him in the right situation, and condition got to play a big part in it. Because if you can't breathe, you ain't got no L. I don't care how game you is, you gonna fold. You gonna fold. That just is what it is. If them lungs can't breathe, there's no way scientifically you're gonna be able to do what you're supposed to do. But I'm saying if you got a present scenario that's in shape, condition, you might have your goddamn hands full for anything else in the same weight class. I'm just saying, because you got some goddamn pressers out here that I know when I look at them, I say, that's a bulldog. That's a bulldog right there. Just the attitude, the prey drive. And I'm like, man, these dogs right here will really hurt something put them in that situation. Now, we don't know because they don't do that with them, especially over here in America. But I'm just saying. So what I've been doing is, when I've been breeding my dogs, I want that fire. Just because I want what they were supposed to do. Now, they ain't doing none of that with my dogs, but I know they got the capability to go out there and perform if necessary. So like mine, I like to take my dogs out in the woods and let them put them on an animal or something like a hog. They run up on a hog. And I'm gonna shoot some videos. I'm gonna show you how my pressers respond out there in the wilderness. I'm gonna take Debo. I'm gonna take him out there and let him see how he performs. You know? But I really believe, man, if you get you a Pressure Canario from a working bloodline, now listen, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna do when you're out here buying a Pressure. Everybody gonna tell me, oh, look how big his daddy is. Look how big he is. Look how vicious he is. Man, all Pressures will bark at you and bite and they'll eat you up. All of them will do that down there. Down there, every Pressure I know will show you some type of sign of aggression. But will they stay there? If that same aggression will put back on them and something ain't from the lead. That's what you want to know. Would you stay there? You see? So a lot of people buying Pressure Canario just on the sides and how they, no, man. Show me some paperwork. Explain to me what this dog parents are. Were they show dogs or were they working dogs? Because a working Pressure Canario going to look different than a show dog. A working Pressure Canario ain't going to be 150 pounds. 160, 70, 80 pounds. Now, you might can get them that big if you're not working them, but I'm saying the body frame going to be different. They're going to be more slender. They're going to have a more of a pointed head. They're going to have more of a build of an athlete. Let me put it to you like that. You know how a bully built? If you get a Pressure that's big, all big and bulky, all big like that, probably a show dog. But if you got one that's kind of long, look like an athlete, he got really agile, he can do a lot of moving around and all this, probably a working dog. Because his body frame is just built different. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all guys to understand, man. So when you're thinking about buying a Pressure Canario, think about what you want. If you just want a pet, buy it from anybody. Buy it from anybody. But if you want a working dog that you can go out there and work and run and he ain't gonna get tired and he ain't gonna be laying down and all that stuff there, you want you a nice dog that you know you can let run around on your acres and protect your family, and anything that come in that yard, that dog gonna stand up and take care of business. Get your working line. You want to put him in the weight pulling contest, athletic ability contest and things like that, get your working dog. Get your working dog. It's very, very important that you get your working dog. You know? That's what I advise anybody to do. You feel me? So, just keep that in mind before you go buy a Pressure Canario. And let's keep that in mind. Let me see what I got over here today. All right, man, I'm gonna get at you guys, man. Got a little job to look at. But make it happen or you cap it, man. Make sure you share and you like this video. Follow, man. And I'm gonna keep dropping this good content, man. We the working bulldog guys over here, man. We gonna talk that real talk, you know, over here about these bulldogs. You feel me? Make it happen or you cap it.